Hello class, my name is Cecelia Britz and my presentation today will be over a TED Talk that focused on the grim realities of the cyber age that we live in. Imagine a world in which personal information is no longer personal. Scary, right? Well, that is a very real possibility due to the way in which technology is utilized every single day all over the world. After watching a TED Talk about what a future without secrets would look like, I myself began to reconsider my use of social media and technology in general. The video delved into how advanced technology is, but also how dangerous that reality could become with what seems like a never-ending expansion of groundbreaking technological advances. Now, if you are anything like the mass majority of people these days, then you more than likely have some form of social media. Whether that be Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, etc. Now, say you do use one or more of these social media websites. Then it would be fair to say that you also have uploaded at least one photo of you, your family, or your friends. Facebook has what they call a facial recognition feature, which can make people feel very weird and somewhat uneasy. And it's perfectly understandable. The fact that computer technology can recognize faces is a potentially dangerous as well as a risky feature, because once a photo is uploaded, you can literally find out all of their public information on whoever is in that photo. Personal information such as names, phone numbers, place of employment, and even the person's significant other. Yes, the information may be public. However, you don't necessarily want somebody to upload a photo of you and then immediately become easily accessible to your personal information. Another point brought up in this TED Talk was the scary fact that public information can help somebody to find personal information with relative ease. Information such as your social security number, your address, and your banking information. So that innocent information about your name, phone number, and place of employment has now turned into your entire identity being compromised. Up to 27% of subjects whose private information is compromised end up having the first 5 numbers of their social security number guessed within 4 attempts. The man who wrote the specific TED Talk I am referencing developed an app to prove just how easy it is to access people's private information. First, he would take a picture of someone using his phone's camera. He then would upload that picture onto his app. Next would come the interesting part. He then would look for a match on the app, and on that app, they would find information off of the internet using the person's photo. It would pull up an overlay of the person's photo along with a bunch of public information. This information included things such as their social security number, their date of birth, their address, their full name, and many other things. This was all very scary. Luckily, it was all just for show. But for me, to think about considering something like this, it was very scary. You could be the most private person, but simply because you have a picture on Facebook, your information could be out there for the public. This all hits very close to home for me personally, as my boyfriend was the victim of information being compromised in a computer database. He is a federal military employee whose information may have been stolen in the biggest cyber hack in the United States history. He received a letter from Washington, D.C. that stated his social security number, fingerprints, bank information, and possibly more may have been stolen or compromised, and that he needed to sign up for the identity theft protection that the government was providing for him. My boyfriend does not use any of the social media websites that are available to the public, such as Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and so on. But simply because he was a federal employee, his personal and private information is now possibly in the wrong hands. The reality of this is, if you use the internet whatsoever, then you are giving up all your privacy rights. Thank you all for watching, and I hope this gave you a better insight on today's risks associated with the internet in regards to your personal information.